Chapter unnamed.
I wrote quickly. Every once in a while, Anton or Artyom or Lyosha, the student programmers, would stop by with something to eat. They didn't know about Anastasia yet, but I explained to them that the problem of organizing the society could be solved with the help of the book I had to write. So they went ahead and typed the text on computers. Lyosha Novichkov did most of this work. He would come every few days, bring back transcript, and pick up a new chapter. This went on for 2 months. One day, Lyosha returned with the final typed chapter of the first book, a disc with the complete text, 2 bottles of beer, a small sausage, and something else to eat, and 20,000 rubles, and set it all out on the kitchen table. I asked him in amazement, "Where did you get this kind of money, Lyosha?" He lived with his mama on extremely limited means, and didn't always have enough for the subway and sandwiches.
The semester started, Vladimir Nikolaevich. I've done drawings for a few students and various programs for some who either are too lazy or can't. This is what I've been paid.
Are you passing the semester yourself?
Yes, I have one more exam left, and then in 2 days they're taking me to muster for a month in Kineshma. I'm glad you were able to write Anastasia. Now, if you correct anything, Artyom will finish up the typing, but Anton's already mustered.
Lyosha, how did you ever take your exams, do drawings for other people, write programs, and also type in print Anastasia every day? Lyosha was silent. I turned to the kitchen table to put the cooked sausages on the table. Lyosha had laid his arms and head on the pages of the transcript about Anastasia that were lying on the table and was sound asleep.
Chapter Guessing the Secret.
Standing in the kitchen of a small Moscow apartment in front of a table with lukewarm sausages and Lyosha Novichkov sleeping on the pages of my book about Anastasia, I promised myself I would find a way to accumulate capital again and get back my ship so that I could send it on the same route that first led me to Anastasia. But it wouldn't be for trade, as before. I would send the ship during the white nights, so that Lyosha Novichkov, Anton and Artyom, and everyone who had worked so hard, despite the confusion, often neglecting their own material good, to organize the society of entrepreneurs with the purest intentions, could enjoy a nice vacation in the very best cabin. What sort of idea is this, and why does it grip people so? Why had it become so dear to me, too? What secret did it hold? I had to sort this out and pin it down, try to solve its mystery and purpose. Why were people so lit up by the dream of this tiger hermit? What was hidden in it? How could I guess its secret? Moscow truth reporter Katya Golovina tried to get to the bottom of it by asking the students.
What moves you? What do you get out of this?
But they couldn't give her a clear answer. They merely said,
This is something worth my while.
They too are acting intuitively. But what stands behind this intuition?
Chapter unnamed.
2,000 copies of the first slim volume about Anastasia were printed at Moscow Printing Press number 11 at the press's expense. Why did Gennady Vladimirovich, general director of the Gruzia Press, decide to print the book of an unknown author? Furthermore, why did he, despite the financial difficulties, use higher-grade offset paper instead of newsprint? I sold the first volume myself near the entrance to the Taganskaya subway station. Later, my first readers began to help me. An elderly woman sold it every day near the Dobryninskaya subway station. She explained in detail to everyone who came up to her that it was a good book. Why? Later readers began selling it as well at vacation resorts outside Moscow. They wrote announcements themselves and organized meetings with readers vacationing there. Yuri Nikitin, the commercial director of the Moscow publishing sales concern, suddenly, for some reason, decided to prepay the press for another 2,000 copies. His actions were odd. He drove to see me and said,
My son and I are going abroad for a tennis tournament. The plane's this evening. I needed to bring in my payment before then.
He paid for the new print run. When the time came to pick it up, Nikitin announced,
We don't sell books at all in the summer. I'll take a few bundles and you can deal with the rest yourself. If any money comes of it, you'll give it to me.
Ever since work on the manuscript began and up to the present day, there have been many whys connected with this book. It is like a living thing. It drew people to it, and with their help, forced its way into public life. I wrote off the events connected with it as coincidences. Nevertheless, all these coincidences fit into a chain of logically structured links. Now, I can't distinguish coincidence from the logical result of events. It's become hard to tell them apart.
End of chapter. Join us for the next segment of Ringing Cedars of Russia. Book 2 of the Ringing Cedars series, Father Feodorit,